EMX250 race 2 here in Portugal, Agata. Round 3 of the championship in EMX250. Carlos Razulis top of the hill, but it was his teammate with the red plate, Andrea Bonacorsi, who grabbed the lead through turn 2. The two Yamahas were followed by Marc-Antoine Rossi, who fell going down the start straight yesterday, came back to 11th. He was definitely ready for redemption. Kai Karsmakers was there in 3rd, Rossi was 4th. Valerio Letta 5th, hoping to turn things around from his first race, but he eventually faded back to 10th. Then a mistake cost Bonacorsi 2nd position, went back to 3rd, almost lost the place to Marc-Antoine Rossi. Ferruccio Zanchi got around the outside of Kaz Volk early on, but then we had a real tussle for the lead at the head of the field. Kai Karsmakers went from 2nd to 1st, and then Rossi slammed himself up the inside of Bonacorsi, damaged his radiator shroud in the process, and possibly damaged the clutch lever on Bonacorsi's Yamaha. Marc-Antoine Rossi then went after Razulis, moved up into 2nd place. Bonacorsi then came back, found his way past his teammate. And then, in the space of a couple of corners, Karsmakers went from 1st to 3rd as Marc-Antoine Rossi and Bonacorsi came through. And then Bonacorsi stalled the machine, which is exactly what he didn't want with a flapping clutch lever. He lost a couple of positions, and at that point he was off the top step of the podium. He did find something in reserve, though, to come back after his teammate to pick off 3rd on the penultimate lap, but it was Marc-Antoine Rossi who came home victorious by about 3.5 seconds. Karsmakers was 2nd, but look how close it was, 0.3 of a second in it between Karsmakers and Bonacorsi, who crossed the line 2nd and 3rd in the race, but the overall classification belonged to Andrea Bonacorsi, a win and a 3rd for him. Karsmakers 2nd with a 3.2, and Zanchi back on the podium with a 2.6. Bonacorsi now leads the championship by 35 points over Karsmakers, who moves up to 2nd. Letta 10 behind, who now drops to 3rd. But that was your podium here this weekend. Andrea Bonacorsi, Kai Karsmakers, and Ferruccio Zanchi. Next stop, Spain.
Andrea Bonacorsi, congratulations. You've extended that points lead. Great weekend for you. But that 2nd race, I know you had a lot of issues, one being the clutch lever. Was that the result of the collision with Marc-Antoine Rossi? What actually happened there?
Yeah, exactly. Like second moto, he did a bit of a block pass to me. I was not riding good, so I was struggling with the lines, and he just come in. This is the motocross, I mean, and I lost my clutch lever, and it was still there, but was completely down, broken. I could not use it, and when I start to come back again, I forget that I didn't have it, and I steal the bike once. And but I'm really happy with the results. I'm really happy of the race, and I show again who is the fastest now in the motos, and this is really happy. And see you. I want to thank all Yamaha, my Monster, and all my team for the effort, and see you in Spain. Thank you, everybody.